The brave bunny who stood up for his friend's kid's story bedtime story. In a sunny meadow surrounded by tall trees, there lived a little bunny named Benny. Benny was small and fluffy, with soft, brown fur and big, curious ears. He loved hopping through the meadow, playing with his friends, and nibbling on sweet clovers. But there was one thing Benny didn't like: bullies. In the meadow, there was a group of larger animals who often teased the smaller creatures. The foxes would laugh at the squirrels, and the bigger rabbits would make fun of the smaller ones like Benny. "You're too small to join us," they would say. "You can't even hop as high as us." Benny didn't like it, but he was too shy to speak up. One day, Benny was hopping through the meadow when he saw his friend, a little mouse named Millie, trying to play near the big oak tree. Just as Millie was about to gather some berries, a group of the larger animals appeared. "Hey, Millie," one of the bigger rabbits called. "You're too tiny to even reach the berries up there. What are you doing here?" Millie looked down at the ground, feeling embarrassed. I just wanted to gather some berries," she whispered. Benny's heart hurt seeing Millie so sad. He knew that it wasn't right for anyone to treat his friends like that, but he didn't know what to do. He had always kept quiet, afraid of standing up to the bullies. But today was different. Benny thought about how much his friends meant to him and how he couldn't let them be treated that way any longer. He took a deep breath and hopped up to the group of bullies. "Stop it," Benny shouted, surprising even himself. "It's not fair to make fun of others. Everyone deserves kindness, no matter how big or small they are." The bullies paused, staring at Benny. They had never expected such courage from the small bunny. Benny stood tall and didn't back down. "Millie is my friend, and she's just as important as anyone else here. We all have our own strengths, and we should support each other." For a moment, there was silence. Then, the largest of the animals, a big fox, stepped forward. Well, Benny," the fox said with a smirk. "You've got some courage, but I'm not sure you can change how things work around here." Benny's heart raced, but he stood firm. It's not about changing things all at once. It's about making small choices every day to be kind. If we all did that, this meadow would be a much better place for everyone. The other animals looked at each other, and something shifted. Slowly, they started to realize that Benny was right. The bullies had never thought about how their words made others feel. The big fox lowered his head and nodded. "You're right, Benny. We've been wrong. We'll try to be better." From that day on, the meadow became a kinder place. The animals, big and small, began to support one another, and no one felt excluded or made fun of. Benny had shown everyone that standing up for what's right wasn't about being the biggest or the loudest. It was about having the courage to speak up for kindness and fairness. And so, the brave bunny who stood up for his friends became a hero in the meadow, teaching everyone that even the smallest voice could make a big difference.